Good morning from Disneyland Paris. Yesterday it was April 12th, 2019 and we had an Inside Ears event here at Disneyland Paris where the Inside Ears get all the information about upcoming things at Disneyland Paris. I will show you everything that is changing, upgraded or is coming. So join me and you will see the news. So let's go to Frontierland to tell you some news about something exciting. We finally have an opening date for Phantom Manor. Yes guys, you heard it right. Phantom Manor is finally reopening on May 3rd and it should be awesome. I have news for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Fitzgerald, who's the Portfolio Creative Executive at Walt Disney Imagineering.
I'm so excited to be with you tonight to talk about Phantom Manor. Our Imagineering teams have been dying to share what we've been up to inside the Manor. I think you've already seen a taste of what's to come. For the first time, the Phantom Manor show will be presented in French and English, with the English performed by the late great Vincent Price.
Welcome, curious friends. It is so nice to have guests. Nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir, humble mortel, dans ce mystérieux manoir. You may not believe it, but beauty once lived in this house. Phantom Manor a connu des jours heureux, mais les temps ont changé. And now, curious souls, come, I have more to show you. Entrez, braves mortels, et visitons ensemble ce fameux manoir.
Yes, you heard the voice of Vincent Price in English and in French. He is taking over our Paris Phantom Manor stretching room. It has a new plot. The stretching portraits are totally changed. I have pictures of it over here. The new story of the stretching room is that you see every groom that wants to marry Melanie Ravenswood, but before one of the marriages can actually take place, someone is taking care of it. So all the time Phantom Manor was open during the first 25 years of Disneyland Paris. It has a story about a phantom and a bride, and you never knew what actually was happening. But when this beauty over here is reopening soon, on May 3rd, yes guys, May 3rd, we will know who the Phantom is. If you don't want to see this, skip like 30 seconds and I'll be back with all the news, but I'll show you now. This little fellow over here, Henry Ravenswood, is the actual Phantom of Phantom Manor. The owner of the mansion, Henry Ravenswood, is the Phantom in Phantom Manor. He doesn't want his daughter Melanie marry any of the guys, and he kills them all. So for me, the opening day of Phantom Manor was the most exciting thing of the InsidEars event. Phantom, see you soon. They also say that just like Pirates of the Caribbean, they will release a book full of information and background stories of Phantom Manor soon. I don't know a date yet, but I guess somewhere this year. We also have news of the Molly Brown and his friend, the Mark Twain. So we're on the Molly Brown now. It's the only ship that's now driving through the rivers of the far west of Disneyland Paris because the old Mark Twain is destroyed. We heard yesterday that it's very difficult to rebuild it. They have to scratch it all down and build it from the bottom up, and it will take for 2 years, but they're working on it. So the Mark Twain is finally coming back. When, we don't know, but it's taking at least 2 more years. So 2 boats will be driving back around the rivers of the far west in the future. We're in Adventureland to share some news of the upcoming summer season, the Lion King and Jungle Festival.
It is time. This summer at Disneyland Paris, we're taking over the entire park with the Lion King and Jungle Festival. This moment will capture the elements of 2 of our classic movies, The Jungle Book and The Lion King. And we take those elements and we spread them throughout the park so that wherever you turn, wherever you go, you will be immersed in the energy and the feel and the joy and the color of those movies.
They showed us pretty much of this new season last night, and this merchandise we already know will be still here. But there's also some new merchandise and I have some pictures of it. So see what you will get this summer at Disneyland Paris. So the great merchandise line they already have from Jungle Book and The Lion King will be actually extended, and it will be lots more. I always love some great merchandise, but when the season is, I also love the foods of the season. We were able last night to try some of the Lion King snacks. They were delicious. I really like the one with chocolate and coconut in it over here. Yeah. Here's a picture of the snacks we had to try. They were so good, I can't wait for them to try them in the summer of Adventureland. The biggest new offering for the jungle season is the Lion King show Rhythms of the Pride Land, and for that we don't have to stay in Adventureland, we have to go back to Frontierland.
I have been working on The Lion King for 2 years. This is a delicate job because the movie has been such a hit throughout the ages. And we did not want it to just be the same retelling, the same feel, the same energy. We needed it to have its own statement. Well, then you bring in great people.
And of course, the new Frontierland Theater will be at the same place as our old Chapel Theater. Look, it's getting along pretty quick. And they have 2 more months for the new show during the Lion King and Jungle Festival. It's premiering over here. The Lion King Rhythm of the Pride Lands. We saw some great footage last night of this new show. We have concept arts of the costumes.
When we approached the costuming of the Lion King, the show, we looked at Paris as our backyard, at the whole style and the feel of costume and design, and you go, okay, why wouldn't we let that somehow infuse our story?
And we heard a snippet from the soundtrack, which is completely new. What I really like about this stage is that you can see over here, it's based that the stage is on huge drums. They're playing on the drums live and on stage also, so I love it. The show is totally live, everybody sings live, even the chorus. 30 performers on stage. This show will be huge. It's a 30-minute show, so June 30, come and see Rhythm of the Pride Lands. Fun fact, Jordy is walking with me this trip. He has coffee and he's on the walking bridge. Good idea, pal.
Yeah, man.
It was actually his idea to go on the bridge. Whoa.
You survived.
Great, pal. We're doing the tour now to show you what's all new coming from the InsidEars event. And then we really appreciate Adventureland a bit more because we haven't been here for years, I guess. Nice to be here again. Adventureland is so beautiful. We don't have a lot of rides, but we sure have the best park. The most beautiful park. There is a lot of entertainment for the Lion King and Jungle season. So we will have an Adventureland and Hakuna Matata show with Timon and Pumbaa. It's called... But it's in Adventureland. It's a great show where you can join the party with Timon and Pumbaa to dance with each other in a summery Adventureland. And also there's a show on Central Plaza. Let's hop to that right now.
So the Jungle Book Jive is a huge component to the Lion King and Jungle Festival.
This show is a colorful, never-before-seen voyage of discovery through the Indian jungle. It's a musical extravaganza that brings the Jungle Book Jive to life in a whole new way.
One of our first components are these beautiful, massive animals that come in to the Central Plaza. Their color schemes are just gorgeous.
We really want to immerse our guests in a celebration of India and the Jungle Book.
So Central Plaza will be filled with laughter and fun during the summer season. The parade is coming to a stop here. Everybody wants to join the party. It's really colorful. Everybody wants to be in it. And then I think these stages are back again. The music sounds really fantastic. We saw Donald and Daisy joining the party last night, so I will show you the clip and you will hear the music. A little part of the music that's coming this summer. Aren't Donald and Daisy the cutest? I would love to see them joining the party of the Jungle Book Jive this summer at Disneyland Paris, starting June 30. There was also some news about Dapper Dans haircuts here at Main Street, USA. It's the full working hairdresser at Disneyland Paris. It will become the Liberty Barbershop, and they said it should be moving inside the Liberty Arcade. I'm curious how they will add that. And that's not the only news about Main Street USA, because for the seasons they're going to change the windows. And here is a preview of the Lion King and Jungle Festival windows around summertime. I'm a big fan of that idea because the Main Street windows are amazing. Look here, it's for the Mickey Mouse party, but when they change it to every season, it will be fun. Maybe they can do something like the American parks for changing things. Yeah, love it. And that's it for the Disneyland Park news. We have to head over now to Walt Disney Studios Park to learn more about some news that is announced yesterday at the InsidEars event. So now we're at Walt Disney Studios Park. Let's talk about some changes. And I actually have two rides in the same shot. Two rides that are changing. Rides, experiences. What's the difference? Beginning with the art of animation. And they are refurbishing it for quite some time now. And now we know what is going inside. They told us yesterday that our favorite Frozen sisters are taking over the art of Disney animation. And they are already here. Hello girls, good to see you. I have concept arts of both rooms that are completely changed. Here's the first one. You see Anna, Sven and Christoph. It will be a performance kind of thing with puppets and real actors. And then after this room you go to the second room, which I show you here. And you have an encounter with Elsa. You can probably sing with her and we just have to let it go. After it you can meet Olaf. So this new experience is coming the end of this year. So I think around Christmas time 2019. Pretty soon. Pretty excited because people love Frozen, and with the upcoming Frozen 2 movie, it's a no-brainer. So I said to you, 2 rides are changing. This was not particularly a ride, more experience, but this ride over there, the Studio Tram Tour, will completely change in 1 year. They just have to, because we all know that they're expanding this park with a beautiful lake around there and a beautiful pathway, and the Studio Tram Tour entrance is in the way. We all thought that the Studio Tram Tour was going away for good, but yesterday they announced that they're keeping it. They're changing it in a new theme. So the entrance is moving to a new location, located somewhere around that side of the park. The whole ride will shorten because, yeah, of course, you have to for the expansion plans. But Cars is coming to the Tram Tour. The Tram Tour will be totally Cars themed. Can you imagine Lightning McQueen is in here? It's a new experience coming 2020 to Walt Disney Studios Park. As you all probably know, Toy Story 4 is in cinemas this summer, and Disneyland Paris takes an offer of it and will show the Toy Story Playdays for June 18th till June 28th. It's an 11-day event where you can do a scavenger hunt for Forky, the new Disney character. You can meet Bo Peep, have experiences with Jessie, Buzz and Woody inside Toy Story Playland, and over at the Studio Theater. The Marvel show is ended then, and you can see a preview of Toy Story 4. It's a fun one. Little, but fun. And it's a good reason to spend more time in this Toy Story Playland. We never go here. The short-term event will also have special merchandise and special foods. I love special food offerings and special merchandise for seasons. This is not a real season, but it's fun that I do it. So Buzz, we will see you this summer. During the event yesterday, they also talked about Hollywood Tower Hotel, but not what you think. Around Halloween time, you will be able to do a different ride experience of Hollywood Tower Hotel. The Hollywood Tower Hotel is here for quite some time now, and you always ride it at the same experience. But at Halloween time, they do different drop sequences. You never know what is going to happen. So that's a nice way to change an experience we all know into something new. Only at Halloween time for now, so Halloween is coming to Walt Disney Studios Park. And we all went totally crazy yesterday when a Marvel team from America came on stage. We all thought they were going to announce everything for a Marvel team land in Paris. But for now, it's just the background story, and that's also great because it has a really beautiful background story. The background story is that Iron Man's father had in the early days a base over in Paris. It's now completely forgotten, and Iron Man is going to build it up again. He's improving it, and now here they are in need of new superheroes. So you are allowed to be a superhero because the world needs more superheroes. That's the background story for Marvel Land here at Disneyland Paris. Takes some time, I guess, but it will be great. With the closure of Armageddon, it's official. It's all fan stuff for the upcoming Marvel Land that is all around here. Recruitment begins and Marvel is coming. Walking into the future. So here you have it, my highlights of the InsidEars events of April 12, 2019. Pretty exciting things are coming pretty soon. Onto the future. we zijn nu bij de parade. We hebben leuke kijkers ontmoet. Wie zijn jullie?
Ik ben Bibi, Lilia en Marina.
Nou.
We zijn hier ter ere van de 27e verjaardag.
27e jaar, zeker weten.
En Mickey was al laatst jaar.
En jullie hebben de parade nog nooit gezien, hè?
Nee, nog, nou ja, 15 jaar geleden.
15 jaar geleden. Hij is een beetje anders. Nou, veel plezier. Weet je wat, dan moet je die hand zo naar voren doen. Dan, ja.